Hey, hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the life process, a class 10 topic. This will be a very quick revision. अभी हम लोग करेंगे quick revision regarding the life process one. So सबको पता है when you talk about digestion, we are going to use the energy which is after digestion of the food, right? So the first process which is start is the ingestion. Right, the first process क्या होती है खाना अंदर लेना, right? So our teeth plays an important role in a digestion. We chew our food with our teeth. That is the first most important thing. We have to chew it. We have to break down into these small pieces, and who is responsible for the teeth is responsible for that, right? So we all have a specific dental formula, but it's different for the adult and the kids. Now, ingestion is the first point that we have to consider over here in a digestion process. जहाँ पे food has taken inside the body. So, which process is responsible? Ingestion. And whose plays a major role into that? Teeth. That's great. Here is the picture of the mouth, right? You can see the teeth. आपको teeth दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Then there is the tongue. So, tongue, coordination of the tongue and the teeth for the chewing the food in a proper way. Okay, let's go further. As we mentioned, we have a dental formula for adults and kids is different, right? So incisors are found to be in adults is 2. Canine is 1, premolar is 2, and molar is 3, right? So this kind of dental formula, just we have to study it. 2, 1, 2, 3. Upper part and the lower part will be there. Now, as we mentioned, the teeth is very important part. but सबको तो डेंटल कैरीज की प्रॉब्लम होती ही होती है, आपने देखा रहेगा इन फैमिली सेकंड पर्सन को ये तो प्रॉब्लम होती ही होती है. क्यों? ब्रश नहीं करते? नो, दैट्स नॉट प्रॉब्लम. द प्रॉब्लम बिहाइंड इज दैट द फूड इज गेट स्टक इनटू द टीथ, एंड वो फूड क्या हो जाता है? सड़ जाता है. क्यों सड़ जाता है? बिकॉज देयर इज अ ग्रोथ ऑफ बैक्टीरिया, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ग्रोथ ऑफ बैक्टीरिया द enamel on the teeth is getting degraded. So our teeth is plays a very important role in the digestion, but there is a problem. But if we will not take care of our teeth, it may create a problem, and that problem known as a dental caries. That is the problem, right? So as we move further, we're going to talk about the dental caries. Dental caries is caused by the action of the acid on the enamel. अभी ये एसिड कहाँ से आया? As I mentioned, if there is a carbohydrates or food particles are there, bacteria definitely going to grow it. As they growing, they're going to excrete some acid, and that acid causes the breakdown of the enamel. You can see in the picture, right? So slowly, the dental caries, the decay of the enamel is going to happen. The acid is produced when a sugars in the foods react with a bacteria present in the dental plaque. That's gap में food अटक जाता है, right? Yes. The acid produced leads to the loss of calcium and the phosphate from the enamel. So calcium को निकाल देगा, phosphate को निकाल देगा, तो enamel क्या हो जाएगा? Breakdown हो जाएगा, enamel get open, and obviously the dental caries will be increasing. This process is known as a, yes, what's that word mean to you? Demineralization, because the phosphate and calcium group is getting detached from it. So that how the dental caries is going to form. Now, as we talk about the ingestion process, right? The entry of the food into the alimentary canal through the mouth is called ingestion. Very simple. Yes or no? Yes. So involvement क्या क्या होता है इसमें? Mouth, esophagus, mouth क्यों? Because yes, we talk about that. That's the first entry, right? Then teeth is going to play an important role. Then tongue, obviously the proper coordination will be there, and the major important part is salivary glands, which secrete the saliva, which has a salivary amylase, which helps in a breakdown of the carbohydrate. Yes, we all aware about this, right? Let's go further. And as we mentioned, salivary glands हमारा एक proper good food हमें याद रहता है, right? मतलब yes, जो हमारा tasty food है वो याद करो कैसे हो जाता है, मुंह में पानी आ जाता है, right? So salivary glands present in the mouth produce the saliva. And how it is very important, saliva contains an enzyme called as a salivary amylase. It converts the sugar present in the food into the maltose. Sugar रहेगा उसको किस में convert करेगा? Maltose में. But it is only converts 30 to 35% food sugar into the maltose. It's not able to convert all your things because it's just the starting, right? Ingestion is just starting. Where in the mouth there is saliva is there, it's converting the sugar into the maltose. How much percent is? 30 to 35% only. Yes, exactly. Then what happened to the food? It goes to next where? Yes, it goes to the different things. See, as we mentioned over here, the entry involvement क्या है? Mouth. उसके बाद कहा जाएगा esophagus में, it's just a pipe, right? to carry food for forward direction. Yes, but how the food goes into the next compartment? That's the question. So answer is what? Peristaltic moment. So what is this peristaltic moment in which you can see that food particle is going away? Suppose this is a tube and I'm pressing from here, pressurized from this side, the food bolus. What is food bolus? Whenever the saliva is get mixed with the food particles, that is a bolus. Now, if I'm pressurizing a tube from here, the bolus goes forward. Again, I'm pressuring, pressure goes forward. You can see into the diagram. Now, the food moves in the stomach through the esophagus. In the esophagus, when the food goes down, then in the muscle in the canal contracts. So continuous contraction, relaxation of the muscle, that makes sense where the forward direction of the bolus can be occur, and this continuous process or a particular movement of the muscle leads to the peristaltic movement. Yes, everyone. So, what is peristaltic movement? The food goes into forward direction, right? Because of the contraction of muscles, right? Yes, exactly. You can see over here it going from the esophagus towards the stomach. How? With what help? With the help of peristaltic movement. Very good, everyone. So, what we have understood right now? Yes. Now let's talk about after ingestion, food goes into the stomach. Stomach में क्या होगा भाई? क्या होगा? Digestion. So the process of creating food with the heat and enzyme to promote a decomposition. Yes, we have to break down the food, right? So food in the stomach now, our stomach releases the gastric juices. A variety of the gastric juices will be there. A mucus will be there, a hydrochloric acid and the pepsinogen. Now tell me one thing, in the salivary glands, what saliva is secreting? In saliva, what is that? Salivary amylase, which carry out the demineralization. No, what's that word? It decomposes the carbohydrate. But in whenever the food enter, that is bolus entered into the stomach, there is a presence of pepsinogen where the actually protein digestion takes place. So mucus is for protection. सी स्टमक में एसिड है तो एसिड स्टमक लाइन को प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर सकता है सो म्यूकस इज टेकिंग केयर ऑफ दैट देन हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड whatever the bacteria pathogens disease causing agents are there, foreign particles are there in the food, definitely right. बहुत कभी कभी गंदा मेल हम लोग खा लेते हैं ना. Yes, व्हाट्स दैट? फूड पॉइजन ना हो, राइट? या फिर हम लोग फास्ट फूड खा लेते हैं, राइट? यू नो ऑल द थिंग्स. सो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड इज देयर टू remove, no, to kill the bacteria. Yes, actually. And pepsinogen we talk about, the protein digestion takes place into the stomach. So we have covered till the digestion in this class, right? Now let's talk about the glands in the next class. I'm going to give you just overview what is happening in salivary glands. What is secretion? Saliva. Enzyme, what is there? Salivary gland. And food acts upon it, what? Starch, that is sugar. It's going to convert into what? Maltose. Exactly. Whenever the food end goes into the next compartment, that is what? Via esophagus into the stomach. So gastric glands is there, then gastric juices are there. Yes, in gastric juices, there is a presence of pepsin, which is responsible for degradation of the proteins. Yes or no? And end product is what? Peptones. We are going to get it. In HCl also there. Yes or no? HCl is going to activate that pepsinogen, and pepsin will be there. Okay, we will going to talk about in detail in the next class. So I hope we are talking about today is a live process. We come across the ingestion, then digestion. Ingestion is the taking into engulfs the food, right? And digestion, we have HCl and pepsinogen in the stomach that is starting forward, right? So yes, my dear students. So I hope you understood that. Okay. So let's meet in the next class.